percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing. And eventually, we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence.
This orange is my hypothalamus. Watch as my life goes on, day after day, of meaningless, temporary shoots of numbing pleasure. The cheap escape of scrolling Instagram. The cheap bump of metaphorical cocaine from telling someone on Twitter to step on an IED. What is it all really for? It all feels so detached. My life will never be a Pinterest board. So do I even have a life at all?
There is a pumpkin shortage. There is a fucking bean shortage. There's an oil shortage. There's a gas crisis. I'm not built for this. I'm a slightly better ape. I'm supposed to be killing zebras and skinning them alive. Why do I have to worry about rent? I feel completely spazzed out right now. I feel like I've been on a 20-day meth bender. I have been consistently comparing. For the past few months, I've been taking my edits, my creations, and through the internet, I'm able to compare them to everybody else that's better than me and shit on myself for that. And I feel like it's much easier for people to do that in this day and age. People are constantly comparing themselves. They take their art and they compare it to everyone that's ever existed. And you know what? It makes you not want to do art at all. I mean, is there a reason why music feels so stale these days? It's because the people that actually have the conscientiousness to truly critique their work are now bombarded with perfect versions of the work that they want to do, and they don't even want to start. I think that it's just, we've gone too far. You know, our brains are just not meant to compare this much. We're not meant to see this much.
I am only in my 20s. It's okay if I don't know what to do with my life.
The horror of freedom. There is a lie you tell yourself that rests so deep within your psyche that you built your entire life around it because you are silently horrified of the truth, that every moment is a blank canvas for you to paint whatever you desire, and you are so afraid of your freedom, then rather than confront it, you built yourself a prison to protect yourself from the truth.
Is the human brain supposed to digest this much information? I feel like I've blown a head gasket in my brain. The amount of comparison, the amount of doom scrolling, you know, just watching videos about how we're in late stage capitalism and how it's gonna fail. And I feel those things deep inside, but I don't want to believe it because I want to believe that I'm gonna grow up. And I want to believe that people have been saying this for years, but is it really true? I think it's a really weird paradox that we, especially my generation, find ourselves in, where we have such emotional distress right now, but physically we're more comfortable as human beings than we've ever been. We're safer than we've ever been. We're better at battling illness than we've ever been, and yet we're in more emotional distress. It's like we're just distributing the pain over. And I don't know what the hell to do about that. You know, I say we go back to before we knew what we were. I say we go back to double-celled organisms and start again. Think about how fun it would have been to just be a multicellular organism, just rolling around. I feel condemned to suffer, but at the same time, I feel lucky to be condemned, to have the experience to be condemned. It's like the way us humans eat ghost peppers and we laugh about it even though we're in pain. We enjoy it, man. So maybe that's the answer.
I don't know exactly how my life is going to turn out, but I know that my dreams definitely don't lie within a cubicle. So you can get a dog up ya, Mr. Office Man. I will not submit. Life is a gift, and the duality of it, the pain and the pleasures, are all beautiful just the same. You can find beauty in the grotesque just as the same as in the bright and colorful. And it's this base level of romanticism, of main character syndrome, quote unquote, of acknowledging that every moment is beautiful and a gift that might distract us from existential dread. We live in a society